Knock, knock. Anybody home? He didn't set the interior. It's good to see you, Scrump. There we go. Glad you were able to make it out. I know you're leaving real soon.
Of course I can make time for you. We might as well know the little things I need to be saying before I go. Might affect you in some way.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I don't. It ain't nothing. Well, you know how I was talking about Zip?
Sure.
I do think y'all should meet up at some point.
Well, we have. We met in Thieves the other day. Talked about business, that sort of thing. Warmer ideas. He's got a lot of them, that's for sure.
Then you already done did what I was hoping to tell you to do. Always 10 steps ahead of me, Julius.
No, it was just, look, honestly, our paths keep crossing. Me spending so much time out west, it was inevitable we'd get to have that chat.
Right. So, I feel bad coming back after all this while and taking a spell. Head off again. I hope I don't leave you hanging in the way.
No, you warned me you had this trip. I ain't worried about that.
Well, I don't feel so heavy-hearted. Funny how that is.
Scrump, you sent me a very odd telegram. You were asking about the law, questioning you on the train uniforms. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. I remember the law asking me about that. Yeah.
Do you remember stealing them?
Stealing them.
Yeah, you, me, Ali, up in Ansburg.
Yes. Yes, I remember that. Yep, I do remember that.
Okay.
I ran into Barclay Oglethorpe. Funny, you know. He always talking shit in a way. We was out there because he had some vendetta against the government because they saying hunt beavers and a few other things is off the menu. He thought that was an infringement on his freedoms. So we masked up and hunted in masks. You believe that? He made me wear my Mr. Velveteen outfit. And then he said something to me.
Mm-hmm.
Asked me if I remember someone that I had no recollection of.
Okay. Who's that?
Well, does the name Roxanne Robbins mean anything to you?
Okay, yeah, very funny, Scrump. The fuck you talking about?
Well, what you mean what I'm talking about? I mean, he said, to be frank, I thought he was fucking with me. Or Barkley has struggled with his own mental issues. Seems like only yesterday he was high up near Coulter, half dead, blood on his hands, talking about fighting some beast. So, thought maybe he had his train tracks crossed, as it were. He said that me and this Rose woman, that we was sweet on each other. I mean, what? Me? No, I found all that shit off ever since my wife passed over 15 years ago. What's he talking about?
Scrump. Roxanne was part of our crew. She wasn't just sweet on each other. Y'all were in love. You went to fucking Australia together. You came back without her. That's what you've been so heartbroken about all this time. Fuck you talking about you don't remember?
Shirley. Oh. I was on a boat. Paris, France, many years ago. No. No. Julius. I feel good, Julius. The other day, I was in Rhodes. I was with my friend, Dr. Ed. You know Ed Structo? He's a great man, a brilliant mind, a man of science. And granted, I have a little lapse in what happens next, and I woke up in what was his laboratory. A little bit singed, sure. Nothing but a little bit of ointment can't handle. And I'm telling you, Julius, I feel a kind of bliss. Some kind of thing that I ain't ever felt before. Peace.
You feel at peace.
Yes.
So what, you went to this doctor and had him erase your fucking memory? Is that what happened here?
Don't go pulling the strings that don't need to be found. I'm afraid what's left in the darkness liable to come back should it be prodded. I don't want that. I'm hanging on to something. I'm keeping something at bay, Julius. You just... What'd you need to tell me?
You're keeping this at bay.
What did you need to tell
Feel
me,
peace. The other night, you came in here drunk as a fucking skunk. And you dropped this telegram. All this time, since you've come back, I've tried to be patient. I've tried to give you your space because I saw that you needed that. Okay. I don't know what the fuck happened out in Australia. I have no idea. You know what the truth is? You two left on that fucking boat. I accepted it. I accepted that I may never see either of you again. Either you were going to end up dead or I was going to end up dead or God fucking knows life was taking us in different directions. And I was okay with that. Because at least you two had each other. At least you were going to have each other's backs. And when you came back alone, You made it sound like whatever happened, it was Roxanne's choice. And again, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? She's an ocean away. And I gave you your space, and I gave you time, and I didn't push you. Something real bad happened over there, Scrump. Something real fucking bad. And the truth is, two of you are my best friends. I love Roxanne, not like you love her, but I love her all the same. So, fuck you, Scrump. Fuck you for deciding that you get to just pretend like this didn't happen. That you could just walk away from all of this. Because she sent me one too. She's out there. And she's in trouble. And she's scared. She may not even fucking come back. And you get to just walk away and pretend like it didn't happen? I don't get that luxury. For so long. My whole fucking life. I don't know how you grew up. I didn't have friends growing up, okay? Everybody was a fucking enemy or competition. That's how it worked. I didn't get close to anyone because I didn't have the fucking choice. And then, when I was riding with Summers, and I found friends and I found a family. And you know what happened, Scrump? I buried them. I buried OB, and I buried Michael, and I buried Torres, and I buried Beckett. And it was easier to let you two walk away than bury you two as well. Roxanne needs you, Scrump. I need you. I know you gotta take this trip, and I sure fucking hope you get your head on straight. Because whatever happened there, the key to all this is in your fucking memory. And I fucked up. I should have asked you. I should have pushed you. I should have done something. I don't know. Been there better for you somehow. I didn't know how to help you. Stop, kitty, stop. This is not the time.
And Esau, I fear him that he will come and attack me and murder us with the children. Genesis 32:11. Escape. Be safe.
I know she hurt you, Scrump, but you gave up on her, and I am so pissed because I know that you're better than that. Maybe you don't see it, but I see it.
What's a man supposed to do?
I don't know. Not erase his fucking memory.
Sorry, partner. I don't know who you're talking about.
Scrump. Fucking walk away from me, Scrump. How's he go? Scrump! Fucking hell. Hey! Look at me. Fucking look at me! I know you already gotta go on this trip, and just want your memory back ain't gonna fix nothing. But take this time, really think about yourself and your life and these fucking choices you're making. And the people who need you, Scrump. Your friends. Your family. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna be coming back
mistake
to.
I made. Son of a bitch.
This is all ever gonna fucking be, huh? You're just gonna make your money and run away?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Fuck
Maybe
you,
I will.
Scrump. Fuck you.
Well, fuck you too, Julius.
She needs you. And once you are done being a selfish fucking coward, I hope you're ready. She's gonna need us more than ever if she even makes it through this.
Well, she wanted to do it all by herself. And she got her wish. And she got her wish.
I might be fucking pissed at you now. But you're always my brother. Don't fucking forget that. Oh. And now he's got both the telegrams. Oh. What a cliffhanger. What a cliffhanger to end it on, guys. Oh. Oh. Man, I got really teared up. Oh, I love that random guy too, just like riding in to go look at the job board. Like, ugh, I have no part of this. I have no part of this. What a scene. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh my god, I'm so glad I have water here. I'm gonna need some like ibuprofen. Oh, that's so good. What a note to end it on. We got a little Julius backstory drop too there. I'm really glad we got two little lore drops that things that Julius doesn't really talk about. He never talks about his childhood. Never talks about his childhood. So I'm really glad we got to have some big reveals there. Hope you guys had fun watching it. And thank you for just being here and enjoying the show, enjoying the ride. I had emotional damage at watching it, but still excellent. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have no new telegrams. We're gonna see if Seamus is there. Need to add my... Do an hour. Oh, then emotional damage up middle is great away. Yeah, I know. I left him with quite the send off to his vacation. Yeah, have a fun vacation. Have a good trip. Okay, back to roads quick. I'm so glad we got that scene in. I'm so glad we got that scene in before he left. Needed that. Needed that. Okay, let me get some more water, keep myself hydrated. The day he switched to a different character, not 10 minutes later, we saw Julius walking through in the back. Oh, I know. I heard his voice and I was like, you son of a bitch. like I had just sent him a telegram saying, "Hey, I'm around," because I had just gotten off of work. Because that's the hard part. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I work in the office, so I can't get on any earlier than like really around this time. And that's if I really hustle, get home, and walk Chibi. Where am I going? Am I going to the right place even? Yeah, okay, okay. And the best part is I did have a little bit of time to prepare for that, but like, because I got the telegrams a while ago. I was like, I know we're gonna, once especially as the memory thing kicked in, I was like, we're gonna have to confront Scrump. But man, what a great scene. Great acting on Thomas's part. Really enjoyed that. I feel so lucky to have such talented people to bounce off of and build stories with. I'm just gonna get all mushy. I need to find some roleplay before I get too mushy. Oh, horses.
If you can keep a wee little pouch of sugar as well, it can be great when you're in a pinch, right? Because it just gives them a little bit of a jolt, you know. But
Howdy,
they're
y'all.
known for their kind temperness. They've an absolute fantastic willingness to and a capacity for work, you know, both in a harness, you know, and in a saddle also.
Yeah, that's what I love about Commodore. He's real good tempered. He's really good at
Sorry,
over
wow, you were
distances,
really
he
quiet.
pick up
Can't
too
hear you
much
over the
of,
other two.
You look after him, he look after you.
Apologies.
I was just asking how you were.
I'm good, I'm good. How you doing?
Not too bad yourself?
Yeah. Interesting day already, that's for sure. I feel like I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
I think so.
It's a bit like that. Bit better. Bit left, bit right.
Yup, absolutely.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. What's your name, son?
Julius Bradshaw.
Oh, you're after my good for nothing fucking nephew who just ran off again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Is he safe he's gonna be back?
No, he left without a fucking word as usual.
Oh, God, okay. Well, hey, let me run to the telegram station, write him real quick, just in case.
He might be down there.
That's what I was thinking.
Alright.
He left with Jade and her horse is back, but his horse isn't, so I don't know where the fuck they went.
Okay. Yeah, I'll write him. Thank you. Going from the land of Scrump, that was amazing. Yeah, Julius is such... We've talked about this before. I have two characters. Both Julius and Ortega are very reserved in some ways, right? Ortega's just reserved, like he doesn't emote very much. And Julius is reserved in the sense that he doesn't, like, really go into his genuine feelings very often. He's always kind of like putting on a show, even when he's bothered by something. And so, yeah, it was really fun to get to like dig into some real feelings. Came from Scrump, bravo man, killer RP. Thank you guys. Backstory drop, yeah. That is backstory we have very, very, very rarely talk about. Something that Julius keeps very close to his chest is his upbringing. And I've talked about it before, like, I love the mystery. It is a little bit of a mystery, right? Like, how did this well-educated guy who was supposed to be a lawyer turn into a bank robber, right? How did that happen? And it's often kept deliberately vague, and so it was really fun to get to kind of open up about it. You just leg pressed 81 pounds, new record, dude. Congratulations. What a night. What a scene. It's gonna take a little while to process that. And I was in it. Way better than folks telling you the life story when you just ask their name. Yes, yes. And I think sometimes I err really, really hard on the end of like I drip feed my backstory to the point where almost nobody gets to find out about it. So it's always fun when you do get to have those conversations and it gets to come out. Roxanne is the only one who really knows much of anything else about Julius's upbringing, and she doesn't know much. And actually, now I'm thinking, I'm like, there's also a lot of Ortega's backstory that only Georgie knows. So just bees is the conclusion there. The Incredible Beast says bring Row back while Scrump's away. Yeah. What about a roof chat? Isabella's the second, but I think Row actually knows more. I think Julius has told Row even more. Julius told Isabella about university and why he got kicked out of university. He told Roxanne a bit more about his actual, like, his parents and his upbringing.
Well, yeah, the French accent made me think of, like, you know, one of the colonies in the
I
islands.
don't think she's French.
Her name's Madame Boucher.
But you could have a French name and not be
Oh, I
French.
have no
Well,
cigars.
you can see why I made the mistake.
I can see why you make a lot of mistakes. Hello, my good man.
Hey.
Fucking father made a fucking mistake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Two of 'em.
He
There's
made
the other
many-
one.
He made many of those.
There's the other one.
Mr. Bradshaw, how are we?
Oh, god damn it, Santa. Calm down.
Seamus, you've
Ornery
had
ass
this man
horse.
for
That
3 hours.
Julius, I hear.
It is. Let me calm down my ornery damn horse.
Mr. Bradshaw, welcome.
Julius, you can assault him horribly.
Is he talking?
The Irish
Well,
cost
shit.
also, by the way. So if
are you,
he offers you a comb, don't take it.
I'm all right. How have you been?
Pretty
to see
good.
Mr. Bradshaw.
Can't complain.
Yeah, good to see both of y'all.
I mean, I could. You'd be here all night, and then it just wouldn't be fun for anybody.
There's always complaints.
Well,
Come
come on
inside,
into the
Julius.
camp.
Yeah, bam. Make yourself
No,
at home.
don't come in just yet.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
money
no.
messing. Okay, money messing. Come on.
I apologise for keeping you waiting too long.
No, you're fine. I've been keeping
Jay,
you waiting
I'm,
as
I'll
well.
be heading back out west soon, but drop me a telegram if there's any interest in that shtick I found.
Speak plainly, man. You're in good company here. What are you talking about?
The fucking gun.
The gun, right? Yeah, I am interested. I'm always buying guns. I said, bring it here. I'll give you a price.
What did you?
You're
said
the one
you
who doesn't
were
want to
gonna
show me
find
the
out
gun.
something. You said
All
you were
right.
gonna go find out
Yeah.
something.
I look into it. Yeah.
I'll bring her around tomorrow, alright?
You're a good man, McIrish. You're a good man.
I have never heard such divine business talk as da.
He brings it out.
He didn't say it. You notice how he didn't say it back?
Have you ever met him,
You're not a
Julius?
good man.
Have you ever met McIrish?
Yes, I have actually.
He's the worst thing to ever come out of Canada, I tell you.
Oh, fuck off. Forget us.
Where are you these days, Julius?
I'm actually kind of split my time between Guarma and the West.
Ooh.
Guarma and the west.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
long way from Annisburg.
Well, Annesburg and the Eastern General ain't too friendly towards me these days.
Well, you can hold us exempt from that, needless to say.
Why's that? Well, is that being
Seamus.
nosy?
No, no, it's fine. Honestly,
Sorry?
I'll just hand you a few things Ed gave me to give you.
All right. Alex gone to bed, is he?
Just for a spell, yeah.
Okay. I'll probably be going to bed whenever Julius leaves, so in a while. So I'll give this back to someone before that, or do I go to bed with this stuff?
It's up to you. I thought you wanted to use it.
All right, yeah. Makes sense.
Julius, you can never leave. Make him stay up.
Forever
stuck here
hours.
permanently.
As wild as his band.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say, honestly, I'm a little surprised you haven't heard. It seems like Wallaby has started quite the smear campaign, but perhaps it's been more amongst more the outlaw type, right? Bank robbers, that sort of thing. He's been trying to poison the well.
Actually, come to think of it, we have heard, but we didn't put any merit behind it, to be completely
We
honest.
took it with about, a pinch of salt to be generous, Julius.
About an ocean's worth.
We know who you are. Well, respectable at least. Guess I don't know who you are deep down inside. Never tells your life story.
Let's say that. Do we ever know each other? Really?
That's true.
No. The long and short of it is, I was apprehended by a couple dumbass deputies, convinced them that we could work out a deal, or I get 48 hours of freedom to say goodbye to my folk that were leaving, in exchange for some hypothetical information. I didn't have anything to give them, and they knew that, but they were eager, hungry, and they said, well, we're going to get a sheriff involved. The sheriff didn't end up showing. It was a whole thing. Point is, they agreed to this ridiculous deal that I thought was going to absolutely get pissed on. Let me go, and in the process told me that they were actively seeking a mole in Van Horn. I made the mistake of telling Wallaby that the law was actively looking to undermine him. He took this to mean that I ratted on him, what I would have told him, God only fucking knows, but that I ratted on him, and stabbed me in the neck, dropping me off on the Rhodes Sheriff's porch. It's been a long time since ago.
Jesus. Well, are you all right? It looks like you're walking and talking, but
He proclaimed you, he said that you were helping the law and working with the law, and he then helped and worked with the law by delivering a wanted man to their doorstep.
A very convenient explanation. No, at the end of the day, it was my own foolish mistake for thinking that Wallaby would value that information and not, in his paranoia, come to his own conclusions and outright lies and start spreading those instead.
I mean, it leaves also a concerning thing on the table that if they told you there was a rat, then there probably still is.
Now, that was exactly my point, was that, sure, I might have outsmarted these deputies to take a deal that was not actually benefiting them whatsoever, but sooner or later I was going to be in prison, and they were going to keep looking for their supposed rat, their mole, right? So chances are, if they found one, they're in Van Horn right now.
Julius, do you intend to have any retaliation toward Wallaby?
I think that is between he and I, but I do have a lot going on right now that is taking up my attention.
Well, needless to say, you know, I know you of course formally withdrew from the syndicate, but regardless, it seems to have crumbled to ruins from as far as we can tell, you know. We're also moments away from giving our own departure from said syndicate.
Yeah,
Seems as though it has done it for us.
no, I mean, even if all this shit with Wallaby didn't happen, truthfully, come to realize that the only help or benefit I've ever really gotten from the syndicate has been from the people who I've built connections with, relationships with, all on my lonesome. Like y'all, right? It has nothing to do with the syndicate. I don't think our business or our, working together has anything to do with any of that.
I've said it to you before, Bradshaw, and I'll say it to you again. I firmly still believe that the only people truly fit for the syndicate was Club Royale and ourselves.
Quite the irony that is.
Man, that it is. That fucking is.
I don't know where y'all stand with Wallaby or the DeCenzos for that matter these days, but they both made it abundantly clear that I am, a person they do not hold in high regard, so just so y'all are aware.
The Chenzos have as well.
Now it seems like they are still very, very cozy with the Wallaby.
That is purely based on account of what Wallaby has said. They have chosen that side.
Chenzos have always erred on the side of caution, and truthfully it became clear that the moment Pearlie joined up with them, our friendship was on the outs, so it don't really surprise me that they would take his word over mine. And we were the only two
You
there.
and Pearlie were on good terms.
We were, before all this.
I mean, he used to hang a newspaper article about you. Or-
Pearlie's lot is firmly with the DeCenzos, and unfortunately I've been painted as a threat to their business and their way of operating, so that is definitely going to trump any relationship we've had or have.
I'm sorry to hear that. We are still we're on very good terms with Famiglia DeCenzo, and we do fully intend to keep it that way. They've always been good to us, and we intend to do, and the least we can do is, return them the same favour.
Sure. Now, the way I see it, it's not any of the damn business who y'all talk to or work with or do business with, right? I just want to make sure you're aware in case they, catch wind of me coming to the camp or something. Next thing you know, you got a telegram in your letterbox complaining about it or something, right?
We appreciate your consideration, Julius, but, if they want a telegram that's on them, I would find it peculiar if they did, And it is well known that we deal with any and all sorts of parties around here, We keep the company we want, and people want to judge us for that, and all the power to them. They can judge from afar. You've always done right by us, Bradshaw, Words are nothing but that and that alone. Words, Simply blowing into the wind, as far as we see it. In terms of your actions, at least as far as we've always known you, we've absolutely no reason to be concerned whatsoever. Quite the opposite, in fact. You've nothing but reason to place quite a bit of trust in you.
I'm glad to hear it, because the feeling is definitely mutual.
I mean, Christ, you have substantial amount of sensitive information, and you know, our family here. If you wanted to, you could, I'm sure, have us all thrown in jail by tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing. This whole narrative that Wallabies spawn is nothing but pure paranoia and delusion, and it is rather unfortunate anybody's buying into it, but I get it. He's got a lot of friends, commands a lot of respect in the East, at least amongst certain circles. And being out west ain't been the worst thing in the world neither. I've met all sorts of new people, made new connections, so change of scenery ain't the worst thing I've had to deal with in a bit.
The West seems like it's booming too. Lots of people out there when we went out there recently.
Oh, it is booming, and it is utter goddamn chaos. I don't know how much news makes its way back here, but everybody's at each other's throats.
Well, I mean, it sounds though that's the way the West has always been.
Oh, more than usual, trust me. I remember back when I first got to know Jabash and some of the bastards, I make my ways down to Thieves, and at least, you know, people had their scuffles, sure, more or less, but this is a outright war. At least we'll see. Maybe they'll find a way to settle it all.
Excuse the pun, but most of those bastards are now dead.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I thought the West was quite unified against the law.
I think they were for about a week, and now, due to some disagreements, misunderstandings, disrespect, that sort of thing, yeah, everybody's fighting with each other again. That's the way of it, right? They fight, they make up, work together, fight, make up, right? Just all goes in a big circle.
There's something about, you know, the way words travel through the wind out in the West, you know, and as if they carry the weight of bullets.
Julius, do you still keep yourself in good company? Do you have a crew around you?
Well, fortunately, much of my crew is retired, moved on to other things. More of a free agent, at least right now.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. In terms of most of them retiring and moving on. What of Riley? Slim, if you don't mind my asking.
I haven't heard from her in a long time. Last I knew, she was hanging around Van Horn because of a dear friend of hers that she wanted to keep an eye on. And it was right around the time where I had folk leaving and that sort of thing. So, you know, we decided, yeah, let's disband the crew. You know, we can revisit down the line, but truthfully, I haven't seen her since then. So, hopefully she's all right, but I don't rightly know.
I see. Can I ask then as well, what are your ambitions out west? What is it you're hoping to build out there?
Truthfully, less interested in building in the West. It's more of a place where I can do business and travel freely without worrying about somebody putting a gun in my back, right? Mostly interested in building things up in Gorma. We've been doing a lot of lemon trade. It is absolutely booming right now. We can't keep orders filled. We're just bringing crate after crate off the island and are getting sold faster than we can stock up. So it's a good problem to have, certainly. But yeah, we're really, really trying to revitalize the economy, right? Get more people spending time out there, living out there, that sort of thing, right? That's really my you'd say main area of focus right now, is helping make Gorma thrive once again.
Is there anything we can do to help in that endeavour?
I'm sure there's plenty of opportunity. I don't know off the top of my head. Morgan, Morgan Winwood is much more of our businessman. But we're still kind of figuring out what exactly we need imported, right? What we have a market for on the island, what we can provide to the crossing, besides, of course, lemons being very, very popular, and all this talk about onyx. We're trying to get some people out in the mines, see if we can find more of them.
Are you going to be exporting onyx? I thought it was cursed.
Here's the thing. We ain't really planning on exporting it necessarily. It ain't really even about the curse. It's more just the fact that, right, it is so rare and unique that, right, people are going to want to get their hands on it either way. So, right now, at least the way I see it, I'll talk to Morgan, make sure he's still on the same page, is more that we just want to be aware. If people feel, like they really, they go to the mines, they find an onyx, or they just really want one, they're absolutely determined to purchase one, or they're going to go find it themselves or pay someone else to find it, right? Then, at least as long as we know where it is and who has it, that sort of thing, right? Especially given all this curse talk. I don't know if I really put stock into it, but some people seem mighty, mighty convinced.
Yeah, I read it in the newspaper.
Apparently, poor Miss Carver saying that her friend looked at the onyx, and not but a few hours later is when she was killed. She's putting the two and two together.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wait.
convincing enough for me.
Well, Miss Carver.
Hmm.
As in Cat Carver.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, she had it in the camp the other day.
Oh. Have you heard much about Guarman treasure?
I know there was a deputy there the other day looking for some. I don't know if she had any luck, and Herbie's actually tasked me with bringing back some metal detectors, but I have no idea if anybody's been lucky enough to find some.
I was
How
given
much?
some Gorman treasure maps.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much, would you value Guarman treasure maps highly, or...
I have absolutely no idea what people would pay for them, but I am sure they would.
I don't know if you intend to sell them or not, darling, but, at the very least, Bradshaw, if you wouldn't mind, perhaps putting out a few feelers and just seeing if people are willing to, what sort of price people are willing to put on them over there,
Yeah. No, I'll definitely talk to everyone about that, see what we can do, because that's it. I mean, people are coming over looking for it, so I'm sure they would be mighty, mighty interested in an actual map.
Well, for the sake of not scamming anybody, I believe the treasure's been found, but the safe boxes were left. So the real value is just in those $350 safe boxes at this point.
I see.
Unless somebody
I
put
see.
something else in them. So they're not worth a ton.
Okay. I mean, shit, Morgan might be willing to buy them himself just to dig up those safe boxes. He was talking about getting some more so we could, if we need to bury a little rainy day fund somewhere on the island.
Safe boxes are worth it, if you're asking me.
There's a fellow we know who he apparently can come across them and sells them on quite cheap, about $100 cheaper than the store.
Ah, come on, $100 off is nothing. He should be doing half price on those things. They're fucking extortionate rates, I tell you.
I think it was closer to 150, but
Wait, are you saying he's charging 100 or 150 for the whole thing, or he's knocking off 100?
knocking off.
Yeah, okay.
Dan, who we were just talking to.
Fucking like Irish.
Yeah, McIrish. But sure, if you're going to get a few in bulk, I can try to get a couple off him for cheap and then pass them on to you for the same price or something.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I am still very interested, Julius, to see if we could set up something over in Guarma, some sort of, a weekly shop is too, it's wishful thinking, to be perfectly candid, but
Yeah, yeah.
even a monthly shop or...
Monthly, yeah.
Just a big sort of monthly shop or something like that could be very doable.
Oh, I would love that. We can definitely help facilitate that too. Have some sort of regular thing, maybe make like a little event out of it, something like that, right? Get folk around the island excited, everybody. Yeah. No, that sounds great. I'm definitely interested in that sort of thing.
It is safe to say anyway, in the meantime, now that you are freelancing, that if we do have any work come across our counter, you would be interested in perhaps taking a job or two.
Oh, yes, please. Come on.
I know I have
Definitely,
very good
yeah, keep an ear to the ground for work.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
Well, speaking of, there's a fella I know called TJ. I have a lot of trust in this fella. It's hard to find good, reliable workers these days that don't fuck up every job they're on. He's doesn't really have a crew of his own, more just a couple of folks who he does jobs with regularly. If they're ever down a man and you feel like getting in on the action, give you his telegram.
Yeah, no, I would love that.
It's in my notebook somewhere here. I'm trying to think of the nice way to say his telegram. Nah, no, I'll give you the road one. You ready?
I'm ready.
Go and do over a slash. Be right back.
Cock sniffer 245.
Uncle, you have a fucking issue. I swear to God.
CS245.
I'm not going to say it, but... Oh my God, man. Use your fucking imagination. There's more words out there. You have a bigger vocabulary than the word cock.
I really don't, James.
Fucking cock inspector, cock choker, you disgusting man, you.
No, he's a man that I trust with my life. He's working on putting his own crew together. I think he has a couple of people, but not a full thing yet. So,
Yeah, okay, very good.
but he does just freelance stuff as well occasionally. He's a very good mate of mine and very reliable. He's not new to Reverend Banks, but he's probably been doing it for about maybe 3-4 months now. But he's been doing it very consistently, and he's only had one or two that's gone bad, so.
Yeah, sometimes things go south, that's part of it, but having the right people around you is very important.
He's actually he's on a job right now with only like 2 other people.
Well, shit.
We'll see if he pulls it off.
Small jobs are the best ones, if you ask me.
I better pay up.
Yep, more risk, more reward.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, he's doing that job with Declan, which I never thought was going to happen again.
In Violet or just Declan?
Apparently, Violet is no longer in the Crescent.
Oh, really?
In the same way Waggy is no longer in the Crescent.
Wait, Declan with the long red braid, Declan?
No, he has
No.
like dark shoulder length hair.
Oh, okay, okay.
I always forget his last name.
Yeah, I never caught his last name.
It is Irish, but I never remember it. But yeah, you won't have to suffer her anymore, Jade.
Oh, that pains me.
Things have been very quiet around here for us anyway, Julius, you know. It's been no excitement in the same old, just buying and selling as per usual, and of course, doing our best to adjust to a few changes in the market.
Sure, sure.
Speaking of, have you heard anything about rates for dynamite or nitroglycerin? Any idea what they might be going for these days?
I've heard everything from 250 to 600, so I don't know what it consistently is priced at.
Yeah, we've heard a similar range, all right.
Doing the math, it does come out to around 600, but it's a lot to pay for dynamite. As in just like the materials you need to make it.
Yeah, that nitroglycerin is pain in the ass to get hands on, that's for sure.
We are
That's the
selling
thing,
some
you know.
here if you're looking to pick some up, you know.
I might actually take you up on that. How much are y'all selling it for?
Well, therein lies the problem. Still trying to pinpoint a price, you know.
I see.
200 to 600.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I got myself some at least for job I'm working on setting up right now, but likely gonna need some in the not too distant future.
I know why our fan, we love to hear it. Please do let us know.
You're going to be doing a job soon.
Yeah. I don't know when exactly. It was supposed to be, was it Monday? Did not work out. But, still trying to get everybody together, make it happen.
Well, we're still buying gold. We've discussed maybe buying a couple bonds here and there. So I know you can put in the work yourself, but if you don't want that risk, you just come sell it here. We're still buying it.
Yeah. You know, we're actually, working on making a little stockpile in Guam ourselves, but if we ever have any, excess, I'll definitely let y'all know.
Absolutely. Is that something you were looking to buy additionally, or you just want to work for it in that way?
We'll see. Probably depends on how much we can get together. I know Morgan had some interest in buying it, but I don't know if we ever settled on how much we be looking to pay for it or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I know at one time we were told that Guamo was very interested in gems. Is that something that they're still interested in?
Yes, very much so.
Definitely something we could bring over if we came over and did some sort of little market.
Yeah, we've been talking about
that'd be a
keeping all of
wonderful
our Gorman funds, right? Like funds for the island itself, in gems, just because it's much easier to store with no banks, you know? So, yeah, we're definitely going to be looking to buy probably pretty regularly.
I'm curious, does Guarma have a potentially an excess of guns?
I don't know about excess, but overall it seems the demand there is much lower than it is in the crossing, right? People don't get robbed as often, people ain't getting picked up by the law and having their weapons removed, so we've had a few people approach us about moving guns, and it just, it don't seem like it's something that the people really need, at least not right now. I mean, shit, we get ourselves in a little bit of conflict, maybe that'll change, but for the time being, yeah, not much of a market for it, it seems.
But this would be less selling your guns and more in terms of jams. I have very reliable buyer who, if you had an excess of guns you're willing to sell, I could ensure that the cash, or the payment returned to you would be in gems, not cash.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, we'll find ourselves with an extra weaponry. I'll definitely let you know.
Largely, the buyer is largely interested in bulk trades, so crates full at the very least.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay.
So it's a couple extra steps, but in a way, you can convert some of your extra stock into some more gems for you to stockpile. Although, of course, we do have gems ourselves, but if you're looking for, a large quantity, I do believe I have a buyer who could, through a series of exchanges, could exchange that for gems and pass them on to you.
Yeah, okay. That's very good to know.
Julius, can I ask you a question? And you can say, that's none of your business, Jade. Please see yourself out of it.
You are welcome to ask me a question.
So is the whole Wallaby thing done and dusted? Like, he stabbed you? Is it over?
I said, I think the most I can say on that is between he and I, and sure, with time, we'll figure something out.
I respect that answer very much. Well, regardless of no matter what you're doing, anywhere in the crossing, just stay safe doing it.
Yeah. Doing what I can. Had someone try to rob me the other day, and yeah, poor son of a bitch, right? He's going through the whole spiel, right, trying to get me to put my hands up, give him everything, that sort of thing, right? And I'm telling him, I said, well, look, I'm parceling my weapons. Why don't we do $400 and call it a day? We're in the same line of work, kind of thing. And he goes, wait, hold on. Who are you? And that kind of thing. Turns out the poor bastard is part of a crew that Morgan's working with for Guama things. So he's like, well, now I really can't rob you. I said, yep. Unfortunate luck for you.
Yeah, unlucky day for him.
Hey,
No
we run into
wares for your day.
a fair bit of that ourselves. People who don't know us come across us, and or even if they do know us, they stick us up, and then one word from us, and they realize who we are, and they realize what a horrible idea it is to drop your fence.
Hey, it's always the risk with little highway robbery. Is very easy to stick up the wrong person.
I mean, definitely, that's the chances for it to go around, piss off the wrong people.
Although it does seem like highway robbery is quite sparse these days in the crossing, it doesn't seem like it's happening quite as much as it used to.
No, I agree.
Very much.
It does
very
seem
much
like it's calmed down.
town-focused.
We, of course, are still doing, business and all that, but it doesn't seem quite as fluid as it used to be.
Yeah, definitely
I'm
feels like
getting,
there's
I'm
less
getting very
crime.
tired here, so I'm going to get myself ready for bed now very shortly.
That's alright.
Sir?
Before you do,
Yeah.
Shay, can I bend your ear for just a quick moment?
Yeah, absolutely. Julius, is there anything else that, anything urgent worth discussing before I depart?
No, I'm sure we'll have much to discuss in the future regarding business and Guam and that sort of thing. But truly, I'm just glad we got to finally catch up. It's been far too long.
Yeah, likewise. Just so you know, we'll be hosting an auction as well very soon, and I'll be sure to telegram you the details in the near future. Should be in about a week or two, probably about a week and a half. And it's going to be held out west as well, just so you're aware.
Okay. Yeah, no, please do.
Is he chatting private, Uncle?
Oh yeah, just a quick one.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, yeah, I'll say goodnight because I actually should be on my way as well. Got a friend waiting for me in Armadillo, so.
Yeah, all right. Take care.
fair
Safe
enough.
travels.
Have a safe ride back.
Yeah, y'all be safe. I'll see you around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take care.
I hope
God
so,
bless.
Julius. I hope so.
Ride safe and ride swift.
Quite like your shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I just really like that colour.
Got a bit of a new look going on, right? Got a new hat, all that.
Both nice with the hat.
yeah.
Yeah, you have a new
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
I didn't
Lovely.
Some
recognise
people
you
are
at
saying that
first till
these
you
are, my
spoke.
pants are the nicest in the crossing. You know, if I don't know, it's just.
Yeah. Plenty of folks.
Yeah, I figured it was time for a little change of pace.
Goes well in the camp.
All right, well, y'all take care. I'll
Good luck.
hey, talk to y'all
Goes well.
soon.
Yeah, don't be a stranger.
Hey, God bless.
Finally! Steel-toed Jilly, thank you for the follow. We finally got to talk to them. I'm so happy. It has been far too long. Oh, they all have chonky horses. Popping to say hello from Middle Ditch Stream. So good. Love anytime Julius comes around. You got me right in the feelings today. 1010. We'll come by again soon. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was such a great scene. Okay, let's check telegrams real quick. I think you get notifications at the camp if you get telegrams, so I don't, well, I guess when we're out in town, we'll see. No, we should check just in case. There might have been a notification while we were talking. I didn't see. And I should write Speedy to let him know I'm coming out west. Poor Speedy. Just gonna run around like a chick with my head cut off. Excuse me. What night? Flatiron Trading Company. That means that do they ship things via boat across the water? Unclear. Still cool. What jobs are up here? I'm such a fucking addict. I already have a job. I can't even take a new job. Wood shavings. I'll at least I'm sitting here. I don't know how to, this is not me like bullshitting. I actually genuinely don't know how to get the blood samples. I mean, you're sure you need like a vial of some sort, but you get it from the doctors, I assume. Maybe you have to craft it. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna head out west. Catch up with Speedy, hopefully, if he's still around. Go from there. Oh, there's even a game shop in Armadillo. Interesting. That's cool. I wonder if it's the same item sold at the game shop. Buy the empty tonic bottles at the doctor's? Okay. So that seems like a pretty easy job then. Well, I'll have to try it sometime. So it's not tonic bottles. You need like a syringe to draw blood. So when you kill an animal, it gives you a prompt that's like, draw blood. But you need a syringe to do it. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Be right back, guys.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning.
Fun fact, guys. This is where Julius and Summers met. Right here. Over a game of poker.
at all those pumpkin heads.
Yeah, they got a whole little shooting range set up now.
How you been, man?
Ooh. Better, that's for sure. How have
you
you
cut your
been?
hair off?
Yeah, you know, they cut it all off in prison, and I decided I kind of liked it. Wanted to keep it that way.
New style. I like it. I'm doing all right. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy.
Well, shit, when was the last time we talked? There's probably a lot that you ain't been caught up on.
Absolutely. Very ill-informed on most things. I've been just keeping my nose out of everyone else's business.
Well, we should start with the big stuff then. Club Royale is disbanded. A lot of folk are pursuing other paths, or straight up retired.
Mm-hmm.
Scrump and Roxanne left for a while. Scrump was back, just left again. Roxanne's still gone. Isabel and Ali are back, but they are retiring to Guarma.
What does that mean? You just live there now?
Yep, they're done committing crimes, and they're gonna live a peaceful life over on the island.
All right. Well, I mean, if that's a happily ever after, if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, something not a lot of folk get.
They're smart to grab it before tragedy takes them, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, I was stabbed by Wallaby.
Okay, yeah, she did mention that you got hurt. How the hell did that come about?
Well, it's quite a story. I was in Ansburg on my own one night in the gun store when these two homeless looking folk come in, right? Overalls, no shoes, that sort of thing, real dirtied up. We get to talking a little bit. Of course, they were secretly deputies. They flash their badge, they tell me to come with them to the office. I take off running. They catch up to me.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, this was just days before Scrump and Roxanne were supposed to leave for Australia, and Isabel and Ali were leaving for Paris, and the crew was breaking up. So I tell him, I said, well, surely we can work something out, right? I convince him. I say he's two very eager, not particularly bright deputies. I tell him, you know, let's talk about this first, see if we can work out some sort of deal, right? So they take me to the whole goddamn still, not far from Valentine, right? The one up in Cumberland.
All right.
They take me there, and we get talking, and they say, well, what can you give us? What can you give us? And I say, oh, no, you know, one, I don't have anything yet. But two, you know, I got to know there's actually a deal on the table before we talk anymore. And so they say, okay, fine. Well, we can't make this call. We're going to get a sheriff. Now, of course, I know any fucking sheriff worth shit is going to laugh in my face, throw me in cuffs, and lock me up, right? But they can't find a sheriff. Next best thing is a senior deputy Cameron. Seems to have a bit of a soft spot for me. So he comes out there and he's asking, well, you know, same sort of thing. What can you tell us? And I say, look, I don't have anything, but I keep my ear to the ground, right? Let you know if any valuable information comes my way, pass it on. As far as the whole Van Horn situation goes, that's what they were especially interested in. And I said, in return, I only want 48 hours of freedom. At the end, I will peacefully hand myself in. Just want to say goodbye to my folk, right? And to my shock, they agree to this. Now, Cameron, of course, does the whole spiel, right? You don't keep up your end of the bargain, then by God, we're going to hit you with every single charge in the book, lock you up as long as we can. It's going to be miserable, so on and so forth. But they agree. And in the process, they let me know that they are actively seeking a regular mole in Van Horn, right? Somebody to feed them information. Now, still don't know what I was fucking thinking. I think it was just sentimentality clouded my fucking judgment. But I make the very grave mistake of warning Wallaby that the law is very actively trying to plant a mole in Van Horn. It ain't gonna be me. I'm about to go to fucking Sisika. But once I'm behind bars, they're gonna keep looking. They're gonna try to find somebody. He, in turn, invents this entire goddamn conspiracy theory about how I already ratted on Van Horn. What the fuck I supposedly even knew about Van Horn to tell him. God only knows. I spent maybe 2 hours in that town up until that point. But he stabs me in the neck, drops me off at the porch of the sheriff's office, and then goes around telling everyone that I'm a rat, I'm a snitch, so on and so forth. I gave the law all this information, and I worked with them, and that's how I got to where I am. You know, the usual Wallaby shit.
Well, your first mistake was thinking that he would give you anything, and that he ever did anything for anybody but himself. Does not care. He does not deserve any favors. He got way too many in the past and continues to get too many.
I know. It was so fucking stupid on so many levels. But, like I said, I think I was feeling nostalgic and sentimental on something that has absolutely shit all to do with modern day Van Horn. Frankly, as far as getting stabbed goes, I even dropped off at the sheriff's office porch, right? That's all one thing, but the dragging my fucking name through the mud, that I simply cannot abide by.
Well, you don't remember when he did the same to me.
Oh, I remember very well.
It's not a new trick for the old dog.
Oh, he is rotten through and fucking through. But I got out of Sisika, made up with some people, started working on some plans on how to deal with him, when, lo and behold, he gets himself caught by the law and he goes away for a very, very long time. I felt like I was about to lose my fucking mind. Genuinely thinking about getting myself thrown into Siska just to go after him there, but it's an easy way to get hung.
Yeah, not a fun thing to do.
No.
And he also probably had his whole squad of buffoons with him.
Well, I decided instead of getting myself thrown in prison in the hopes that maybe I can fashion myself a weapon and get him alone, that I need to clear my head. So I went to Gorma for a while. Just came back maybe a couple weeks ago, if even that long.
And how is it over there?
You know, same old island in a lot of ways. It's also growing. I feel like we're reaching a new dawn. Everybody wants those fucking lemons. They are in extraordinarily high demand, and the Onyx has got people talking to, and so we're seeing a lot more people over there these days.
The Onyx?
Somebody finally found it. It's a very rare and unusual gem, only found in Gorma. Black onyx. And Miss Cat.
What the hell is it?
I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's a stone. But people got all sorts of superstitious beliefs about it. Miss Cat Carver was very convinced it was cursed. She was the first one to find one and bring it back here. And, well, ill fortunes befell her and a bunch of her friends, including somebody dying. So that's the rumor now, that the onyx is cursed.
Okay. Interesting. And are they so are they valuable or no?
They're about as valuable as people want to be, in the sense that it's more of a what's the word? It's the exclusivity of it that got people all up in arms. You know, don't sell for
Yeah.
nothing. The militia will buy it, but not for much. It's really more about the status, I think, the rareness of it.
Yeah, yeah. I want one. What can fate do to me that it already hasn't? You know. That's a new gang right there, the Onyx gang, huh?
Onyx gang.
We all wear them around our necks. The harbingers of death.
Oh, I like that.
Be nice to have them. You can't let it go. You know, you gotta always have it on you. That's the whole trope of the gang. That'd be nice. How rare are we talking?
Well, people have been mining in those damn caves for hours and hours, and to my knowledge, only 2 have been discovered so far.
Hmm. So very, very rare.
Yes.
I wonder how much they sell them for, especially since they're cursed, you know?
Apparently, Cat had some private buyer offering $2,500. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you've been keeping your head down. You still riding with Tommy, just doing your own thing? What do you got going on these days?
Last time I saw Tommy, I helped him hurt somebody from Dead End because they tried to kill his wife. And then he, I guess, was still all riled up from it and told me that he could pay to have anybody hang me. And I said, you know what, Tommy, I'll see you in Valentine, and pistol whipped him over the fucking forehead. So I haven't seen him since then.
Jeez, wait, why did Tommy want you hung? What, hold on. I feel like I missed something.
He just, for some reason, I said to him, I was saying, you know, last time we did this, you know, you ran off after doing something to instigate a large group. You know, I said, you going to be around to fight this battle you pick? And he took it real personal. I was just asking, I was like, you know, you going to be with me? Are you with me? You know, and all he had to say was, yeah, I'm with you. But no, he said, I could just have you hung. I said, okay, well, you're unconscious now because you're a dick, and I'll see you never. So I didn't see him for a long while, and I still haven't. Yeah, I haven't really been picking any fights. I've just been living my life.
I see.
Try to just avoid even thinking about what's going on out there. So are you still hell-bent on getting revenge on the guy?
Oh, I've got plans for him. That's for sure.
Like?
Something a little more subtle than just riding into town, guns blazing. Still figuring out the final details, but as I get myself reacclimated to the cross name, getting antsy.
Yeah, well, he owes me around $6,000 to $10,000, so there's that. I also, before I left out here, I did have quite a good piece of information on him. Back then, I knew who was holding all of his money. I don't know if she still is, but you know, I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. You can ask me for help with it if you want. But that Harry lady, months ago, she was the one holding all their money before they went to jail. Wouldn't really, I mean, I don't know what their current status is with anything, but if they still got any money with her, she's an easy one to pick off.
I see. So what, you want revenge? You just want your money back? Both? Neither?
Honestly, I want him to burn hot, you know, and burn off, right? I don't know how long he'll last. I don't know how strong Van Horn is. I don't know anything really, but if I've learned anything, it's that I don't want to deal with him, and I don't care about him, and I mean, that's pretty much it. I would love to have my money, surely, right?
Sure.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm out here on Armadillo. I'm trying to see if the community is gonna follow. You know, the beautiful infrastructure is a beautiful community gonna come from it, like roads. You know, miss those old days in roads with Mauritania and all those people. You know.
Yeah, I guess
I
we'll
don't know.
see. Well, we'll see how it all shakes out. Seems like everybody's out here. Question is who's gonna stay.
Well, allegedly, some outlaw groups are telling the civilians that are coming out here that they're not allowed to stay out here. It's an alleged. I haven't heard any names of people doing that, but I think I saw. What was Mills' girlfriend's name?
Alice.
Alice. Yeah, I saw her out in Armadillo for sure. She's riding around with our old friend Robbie's nephew or whatever.
Yes, Jesse Gold. We've had a couple conversations.
Yeah, he said me by name, so he definitely recognizes me. But on top of that, I've got some boys I set up pretty well out here before I left. I kind of gave them their introduction to the world. Billy Boston and Thomas Woods. They've been writing me quite a bit. They wanted to bring me in on some work. I may toy at it. I don't know what they got themselves up to, but I haven't hit a safe in a very long time, and hell, at a minimum, they want to get me back into doing that.
Yeah, Woods Gang might be working with us on some Guarma projects we got going on.
Is that what they're going by, Woods Gang?
Yep.
Well, I'm thinking they got away with their last job. I didn't see any of them in the medical office on the way back, and there were people getting treated, so I'm assuming that was the law.
Speaking of which, I don't know if they're still around tonight, but I did have a couple folk interested in a job. You know Desmond and Rook, right?
Yeah, like old Redwater?
Mm-hmm. Redwater is no more, from what I understand, but they are still looking for work here and there.
All right. What does that mean?
Well, I reckon that makes 4 of us.
What are they
Could-
trying to do?
Oh, hit a bank.
Okay. Interesting. I've never worked with them. I've always been afraid of having to shoot them because of their fucking Morgan. Wait, Redwater's not working anymore. I saw Morgan in Armadillo the other day.
Morgan is a bit more of a independent contractor these days.
Strange. All right.
Seems like they're
They
all
get- what,
still.
they get sick of running the group? What?
I think essentially that they all seem still rather cordial with each other, just taking separate paths, I guess.
Yeah, no, he was trying to run Van Horn. Guess it didn't work out for him.
No, it did not. He's also become much more interested in Guarma. Spends a lot of time over there. We work together quite closely in that regard.
Doesn't cause any trouble for you, does he?
No. I said business partners. If we were riding together, might be a bit more of an issue, as there's a lot of folk who are rather sour towards him. But I mean, shit, business in the island is business, a bit different.
Yeah, I know that I was talking to Adelaide the other day and trying to think about who in the hell was bothering her. I think it was I think Morgan was part of it. And who the fuck else? They were saying that she's just gonna run to her family and have them deal with it, which she did exactly that. That's rather funny. But yeah, I think it was Morgan still giving her trouble for some reason. I don't know what the hell he's got up his ass.
Yeah, I mean, he may still be being paid for some sort of job. I don't really know.
That's what it is. It's not really my problem at all.
Sure.
It's good to see you alive. Has anyone died that we care about?
Anyone died that we care about? I don't think so. I mean, CD and Jabaz died. Who else? Only 2 names that are really off the top of my head. Oh, Rebecca Lang. I don't know if you had any fondness for her. I never really knew her.
What about her?
Oh, she's dead.
Gotcha. Yeah, well. Broken heart can only beat for so long, right? She was a lover to the kid, right? Divine?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I met her a few times outside of Thieves. You know anything about these fucking hotel rooms, man?
What?
I bought one yesterday, and then they locked it up today.
Yep. It's a whole scam, it seems.
Bunch of horse shit. You know how much flint I have out here now?
I mean, I think you just pay it again, you get back in, but God knows how many times they're going to make you do that.
Horse shit. All right, so you don't think that it's going to take all my shit?
Hmm.
You don't think the owner of the hotel is going to hold up my stuff in the other room if I get another?
No. I had something similar
that's
over in
good.
Guarma. Yep. Just paid the rent again, and it was all fine.
Wait, you've got a hotel in Guarma?
I do. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty badass. See, here's how I figure it. Have you checked out these wagons and how much they cost?
Yes, I've got one of my own actually.
You have a wagon? How much is it?
I do. It's well, no, I put 5 crates in it, and I paid a little over $6,000 for it.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Well, I'm already ready for another one. I'm hungry. I need more space, more storage.
For what?
To move things around. There's so much
What are you
business to be
carrying?
done. I mean, besides thousands of lemons, you know.
You have thousands of lemons. Are you shitting me?
I'm exaggerating, but no, we have 9 standing
the
orders
lemon man?
for crates. Apparently, we have 9 standing orders for crates of lemons. I brought back 4 crates worth, and I sold them in 2 days.
You're gonna be the fucking Zhang Wei of lemons.
Basically, yeah. We're running a little lemon racket now.
I wanted to have a convoy go up to the Spider Gorge and see just how much ice we can carry back, because that seems to be a very good gig. I imagine the deliveries are not so bad. I haven't tried it at all, but I always wanted to do that back in Valentine, bring ice down for the bar. I just wonder, you know, if you did have a big carriage, if you were able to load that shit up and make your money back in a decent amount of time.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's an investment, right? Because then you can do something like that, right? You
Let's
know,
walk down to that job board. Walk with me. Keep talking.
you get yourself a big wagon, then you can very efficiently move a lot of product.
Yeah, and I don't want to rent one because then that just takes it off the top already, and then you got to buy the crates, and then this, that. What's a horse shit? What I figured
Thank
was
you for
if
the
I
gift
moved
subs,
out
30X.
here with all my flint,
Uh-huh.
I could take one of these jobs, because some of these jobs are for torches.
Yep. I got a couple
So
torches
I
I got
could
to
just-
deliver right now, actually.
Exactly. Where are you taking them?
Down to Gap Tooth.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I was figuring. I'll just have my wealth of flint here, and then I'll also have a carriage full of sticks, and just as I need it, I would just deliver those torches and get rid of my wealth of flint, because I have so much fucking flint.
Yeah, I've got quite the backlog to move through as well, but yeah, it's much more money. You can get these miners to pay you for the torches versus just giving them the damn gun saw.
Nearly double. Well, it's good to see you, man. We should do one of those jobs together. You should organize something. Get Rook and Desmond out. We can get them on the same page, and maybe we work a good old-fashioned boat plan, huh?
Hey, I'm open to a boat plan. Last one I did was delightful, even though it didn't work out right in the end.
The nautical ne'er-do-wells. They will find their way.
It is good to see you.
I think I'll, yeah, you as well. I think I am going to be shacking up here, though.
Hey, fair enough.
I'm glad we're able to see each other.
Yeah. I'll write you once we got something in the works.
Just keep me updated on your whereabouts and, what the hell's going on.
Yeah, and we'll see. Once I get a chance to deal with this whole Wallaby situation, things might get even hotter for me. But, you know, deal with that when the time comes.
Yeah, let me know what the hell you're gonna do. I'll help you out with it. But good God, you're really barking up a tree. You know that?
Oh, I know exactly the kind of hell I'm unleashing, but, needs to be done.
Well, I'm sure there are many others that feel that way. So maybe we can do what we were gonna do with the DiCenzos and put together a force.
Yeah, I've already got some allies helping hands, but, definitely getting more people on board is always welcome.
All right. Well, I'll keep my ear to the ground on that as well. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, sleep well. Speedy catch up! Oh, so good to see Speedy. It's been too long. I love Speedy. Let's get these damn torches turned in, guys. And then I might get close to wrapping up tonight. Oh my god, there's too many horses. I'm gonna get kicked. Oh, did my horse bug out? Oh, that's why. Can't even ride that horse. I'm gonna see if I've got any telegrams waiting for me, and then we might call it. I think it's getting a little late for Rook and Desmond. It's only 3 of us, and I really don't want to hit the bank with 3 people. I mean, they're pretty quick, but just seems so risky. I don't know if I'm ready to give up my fake Civ identity just yet. Which I'm sure Law knows is fake, but they can't prove it yet.